today. David, good morning. Hope you're having a lovely day today. Gonna go ahead and get right down into it. I'm gonna try and keep the mornings clean because I'm gonna do some morning lives and stuff for now. But tomorrow I'm gonna get a new setup, guys. So tomorrow night at 8 Central, I'm gonna start at day one with the deposition and hopefully put up our first reaction video for you guys. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's in the works. I have a tower being sent from one of the subscribers. They helped me with the channel. So thank you to you. You know who you are. And that should be here tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what time, but once I get it set up, I'm gonna get to it right away. I'm gonna get the kinks worked out and get familiar with a couple things and see if I can't get up to you guys by 8 o'clock Central tomorrow night. Okay, so keep that in mind. New tower coming. Everything's in the works. We're gonna go far, guys. We're gonna do this together, and we're gonna bust this one wide open. So keep that in mind. Just want to put that out to everybody, and then gonna go ahead and get right into it. Good morning, Kent. Good morning. Hit that like button, brother. Good morning. Again, I'm gonna try and keep this clean because there could be kids in cars watching. Okay, so I really am. If I slip, I apologize in advance. But I definitely will try to keep these ones clean in the morning. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna talk about first. What do we talk about? What's David gonna do now that he's got this big bill? Okay, $2.2 million. Right? And this isn't a small bill, everybody. This is a big receipt. This is a big invoice. Okay? If I was a contractor doing work like that and somebody bailed out on the invoice, I would be like, no, where's my money? You pay up. Materials through the pandemic were at the highest anybody'd ever seen. David, we did the research, dude. We did the research. We put that idea out in the real world, David. Not in David's world, but in the real world, to real people, real contractors who do this kind of thing. David, not good. Not good. Yeah, Tina, this is a big bill for him. This is a huge bill. And again, it's federal. This isn't like going to small claims court or David going out to buy a dozen of Krispy Kreme and a few Whoppers, man. This is big, guys. And he's got a lot of properties. And what's really great about this is the stage company's going after the properties, which is awesome. That's where he dumped all the money, right? Liquidate those properties. David might think he's going to drag this one out. It's not going to work like that. Y'all smash that like when you get in here. Hit that like or dislike. David might think he's going to be able to go ahead and say, oh, ask Michelle, or we're just going to go ahead and keep doing these continuations and ask for extensions. But no, this is federal court, dude. Federals don't play like that, man. David, you honestly need to repent, dude. Okay? Listen up, brother. And I'm talking to you as like a brother of this earth. You need to repent, dude. You need to give it up, man. You really, really do, my man. Just stop, David. You've done enough damage, dude. You've left your mark, okay? David, I'm thinking of some other things after this is all over, okay? You've left your mark. Trust me. You've left your mark, and not in a good way, dude. You need to just give it up, all right? You need to give it up because this whole scam that you got going on, if you've noticed what I've put in the tags today, you got Inheritance by Lineage University, the Amway Arena, the Convoy of Miracles, and what else? You got the stage, okay? And all these are all tied together. This is one huge... Yeah, David, you did not do a good thing here, dude. Oh yeah, for sure, look at the trees. Yeah, I watch how you guys interact with the group, dude, and that's how I give you guys wrenches, man. I watch you guys very closely in the chat, for sure. I watch everybody. And it's not just to be a jerk, but I want to give them out because I like to have moderators in the chat now that the channel's growing. And I like to have, it gives you moderators the chance to like maybe censor out some of the trolls, things like that, or for sure. And as moderators, it's kind of like your guys' job to help keep the chat going, So keep that in mind too. Like, I like having you guys as moderators. I really do, because I watch how you guys interact. You guys are fun, you leave comments. So that's how I give you guys the wrenches, So yeah, no sweat, dude. Don't even trip, man. So these big scams, okay? These are, David, how are you going to explain all this to everybody? Honestly, David, how will you explain all of this to everybody? How do you explain this to your cult members? Good morning, Haitian. Good morning, Haitian Cutie. Y'all give Haitian Cutie some love. Go like and subscribe to her channel. She's up on the same level as us, man. You guys give her some love. Haitian Cutie, once I get a new setup, we'll do a panel for sure. We'll get panels going. That's coming, David. That's coming real quick, dude. We're going to start paneling some people, and we're going to start getting some really different insights here from different people, different mind frames. Yeah. No, we're going to start paneling some people. Yep. It's coming. It's coming, David. And we're going to start getting people on here that are really going to drive this home for you. Yeah, Kent, you should have a wrench too, actually. Can't play nice, though. Play nice, Kent. Yeah, and you know, this isn't about hate or race or anything, David. Let's be clear on that, David. This is about a moral factor of what you've done to people. Like Kent said earlier, David, you have left some permanent scars on people, dude. Permanent scars that probably some of these people will never deprogram from this, David. And that's the thing we're trying to sit back and get across to you, David, is you think you might be doing this really great thing with this group of people, but dude, you have gone beyond. David, you're a modern day Jim Jones. You are a modern day Jim Jones, bro. That's what you are. Smash that like, everybody, when you get in here. And we're going to talk about the 3 scams he's got going. Daphne, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Before I start work, I stop by real quick. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, and I'm gonna run lives in the morning sometimes, and I'll really try to keep those clean, okay? So, keep that in mind, because I take there could be people listening with kids around, so the late nights, that's where we're gonna let loose, all right? So keep that in mind. I just want to put that out there, all right? But today we're going to talk about the scams with this whole Convoy of Miracle things that he's got going, all right? So David, you have to cover for 4 different lies, dude. You have to cover for 4 different lies. You have to cover for, let's see, the Convoy of Miracles, okay? You also have to cover for the stage now, okay? You also have to cover for, what was it, you're going to have to probably start answering for the inheritance by Lineage University, I would like to think. Also, you're probably going to have to start answering for the conversions. Like, all these scams go hand in hand, guys. This is a multi-level scam. Like, this whole convoy with the trucks, yeah, the Amway Arena, that's a scam. Amway Arena is a scam, yeah. Amway Arena is a scam. That whole thing, like, he probably paid that 1 year and got a spot and was able to do like his little promotional, and then he just kept using that video over and over and over and over again, saying, "Oh, we're still going to the Amway Arena. We give us all your money because we need it to help all." But members of this cult, okay, you need to get out. Okay, it's for your own good. It's for your safety. It really is, because David's behavior is, if you haven't noticed, has probably changed drastically, right? Facts. You guys, if it's true. Is this a new crusade he's having? Daphne, he's facing a lawsuit right now. No, he is. Yeah, brought in a tiny bit of supplies. Oh, that thing with Mayfield, Kentucky. I hope the feds pick that one up. And they're like, "What were you doing up in Kentucky? What were you doing up in Kentucky?" Yeah, y'all check out Comedy Channel. He just dropped some new stuff last night. Oh yeah, Comedy Channel does some bomb editing, man. That's my boy. Comedy Channel in the house. Hell, Lord Pender. The one he did last night where David's all, "My pasta chains," and then he pointed an arrow to his little gold chain right here. Oh man, I was busted up. Yeah. And see, here's the thing, Haitian Cutie. It took this, right? It took these channels. Mine, Comedy Channel, and Cult Watch. It took all of us. There's a story behind each one, right? And certain people didn't want to put their face on it for certain reasons, and I get that. I was scared. I didn't want to in the beginning, but here we are now, right? We're talking about this. You guys, we have stopped this cult dead in its tracks. It's taken time, but you know what? David just hit a brick wall. Yeah, and go to Comedy Channel. He just posted a video last night. It's so funny, man. Yeah, you're right, Ken. You're right, Ken. Amway soap couldn't even clean up this mess, David. There's no way you can clean up this mess. I mean, David, how are you really going to cover for this many lies, dude? This many scams. Dude, this is a multi-tiered scam, David. What you have done is created this huge, how? How have people, you guys in this cult, you got to get out. You got to get out, you guys. We're pleading for you guys to get out. It's bad. It's so bad. $2.2 million is a lot of money. We got all the houses, right? The company's going after the houses for sure. That's what it said in the lawsuit. It's going after the churches. What's in the church's name? All the houses, right? That's where he dumped all his assets the last several years. And he's put up videos saying, "I've brought in billions." Okay, David, you brought in billions? Why aren't you paying your bills, dude? That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, David, if you've talked a lot of mess, dude. You've talked a lot of BS on your channel about how much money you've brought in. Well, guess up, dude. Put your money where your mouth is now. You've brought in billions. Go pay your bills, dude. Go pay the stage company, okay? Get yourself out of this lawsuit. You wouldn't be in this lawsuit if you had this money, David. David.
Call him David.
You wouldn't be in this lawsuit if you had the money. He even said, "I've been more prosperous through my whole ministry. Brought in billions." Prove it. Prove it, David. Where's the money? Prove it. Yes, we are. I am. Heck yeah, Haitian Cutie, I am. I just sent some in this week. Other people are still too. You guys, now would be the time to get those forms over to the IRS. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, you guys, would be the time to start bombing the IRS with those forms. 100%, man. Yeah, see, and here, you're right, Lord Pender. Y'all hit that like button when you get in here. Smash that like or dislike. Talking about the scams this morning, and we're bringing up some good points, like what laws are going to protect him. He's taking this to federal court, guys. He's got a lawyer that is going to protect him federally, right? Yeah, Kennedy, hit it, Kennedy. Kennedy's one of my boys. Let's hit it, Kennedy. Let's hit it. Yeah, still, you guys send in the fraud reports. He's doing multiple filings. He's jumping numbers. He's doing a lot of shady stuff with the forms, you guys. He really is. He is doing some very shady. Dude, some of my sources have said they saw him shredding papers, you guys, at the match down in Florida. You guys, this isn't lies. These are people that have seen this stuff, you guys. I'm not lying about this. I am not lying about this in any ways. Yeah. There's some funny taxes. He is definitely pushing the limits with some he's definitely pushing the limits hardcore. He's pushing the limits. Like our boy said, he's pretty much crossed the boundaries with a lot of things. Right? He's got that $4.8 million loan with that loan firm. What about that? Dude, these bills are racking up. So say he hasn't paid that loan off and now he owes this 2.2. So now we're in what, 7 million plus interest on that big loan? Let's just think about that, guys. That loan that he got is going to be high interest. That's not going to be low interest. What on that $4.8 million loan, the fact that he did get it from a shady company, for sure he did. Dude, that guy, we won't go there. We won't go there. But the guy he got the loan from, you guys, not good. That loan he's probably paying what? What do you guys think on that high interest loan? What do you guys think he's paying? Put your thoughts in there. Just interest wise. It's not a conventional loan. It's not a standard loan. Remember, he had to go outside of conventional means to secure this loan. Nobody else would touch this. Right? Now you get a lawyer involved to try to protect them from all the stuff they're doing. But no, when you start jumping tax ID numbers, Kennedy, no, now you're multiple filing. You are indeed scamming the IRS. Hell yeah. You are absolutely, David, you're scamming the IRS. Then you're getting tax attorneys involved to back you up. But now they're taking you federal. Everybody file the reports now. Get them to the IRS, man. This will work. This will work. I promise you guys. Guaranteed, it will work. I send them out every week, but I send them out between Monday and Wednesday. I usually fill them out Monday, and so I might lag a little bit, but I make sure I get a set out a week. Absolutely, I'm not giving up on this, guys. I told you, I'm here for the long run. It would be better if everybody helped. The process would definitely move. I would think a lot quicker the more forms that the IRS got. And again, now that this is going federal, a $2.2 million loan, David, isn't small, dude. That's not a small invoice, David. You don't screw over contractors like that, dude. Not those type of people. You might think you could put those people to work and you might get free labor out of them and you might come out on top, but dude, you are dead wrong, dude. David, you are dead wrong when you mess with these people. Smash that like button when y'all get in here. Michelle owns the 15400 Tim page, right? So they can't take that one. But see, this is where it's gonna, you guys. This is where now they're using church funds for personal gain, right? Why is that church in Michelle's name? Shouldn't it be in the church's name, right? We don't ever see Michelle out preaching, and it even says the parsonage should be equal to what the pastor does with his service. David doesn't do a darn thing with his services, so why is he getting these big exemptions? We don't ever see him. He's not he's not coming out and showing his face anymore, right? Kennedy Mueller, David bought in an inflated market. David bought in a seller's market. David is probably the most idiotic to do that. Buy in a seller's market, but again, was that part of his plan to dump a lot of money? That's where I was thinking too. What do you guys think about that? Was buying in an inflated market a part of his strategy? Could it have been? I definitely think it could have been part of his strategy, but then again, David's a moron, and he would be the type of person to buy an inflated market and not care, because it's not his money. I wonder if they keep the equity. I mean, you know who's going to get paid in the end on this? The lawyers. The lawyers. But these are, David, you're going to federal court, dude. You're getting federal lawyers now, okay? You're going to pay federal charges. You're not going to keep paying these $5,000 retainers, man. You can't just keep paying these $5,000 retainers to keep the lawyers going. Dude, these are federal lawyers. They're probably going to want like, I don't know. Anybody know the cost of a federal lawyer per hour? Let's see. David, what do you think?
Call him David.
Yeah, that's just a Zillow estimate. We don't know how much that house is worth. Dude, but that house needs work. All of them do. All these big mansions require a lot of maintenance, guys. Oh, yeah. Yes, Kennedy Mueller, they're like, no, pay up, dude. Give us money. You want us to represent you? Pay up. Pay up. Where's the money? They're not going to take a bad check. $300 per hour. Okay. And that's for phone calls, anything. $400 to $1,000 per hour. Okay. What's up, the hours? Good morning. Good to see you here. I've never seen you here before. Good morning. So $400 to $1,000 an hour. Wow. Woo. Ooh, that's gonna make the booty burn, David. Woo. Man. You ain't getting no Krispy Kreme and steak and lobster dinners anymore, David. You're eating a rice and beans diet, buddy. You better start pinching pennies, bud. Because those attorneys, David, every time they pick up the phone, they are charging you by a minute. They are charging you. Wow, $400 per hour. Okay, David. You're going federal with some really serious stuff. Man, you ain't showing up with a public defender to this one, dude. Good morning, Prince. Thorburn Yeltsin, good morning. Right? That's pretty low, right? Getting rich off the poor? How do you do that, David? How do you do that?
Call him David.
Call him David. I want to give a shout out to all you guys too, man. There's too many of you to name. But big shout out to you guys for sticking with us through this, man. Big shout out to you guys. This was a tough one to stick through. Some people gave up on this, and it was. I'm not saying people gave up, but I know some people had to back off.
Your opinion is a lie.
Yes, my opinion is a lie.
But I can assure you I'm not doing anything illegal.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the people's money, it's already taxed. All he's got to do is like, give me, money. Yeah, good morning, Thor. Good to see you. The hours, thank you. Good morning. Yeah, people's money, getting rich off the poor. I've seen some stuff with Catherine Crick, man.
But I can assure you I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, 5781.
But I can assure you I'm not doing anything illegal.
Good morning, 5781. Smash that like button when y'all get in here. We're showing some love to David. This is a clean live. Okay, I'm not cussing this morning. I'm keeping it real clean. And we're just kind of discussing the dynamics of this and what's going to go down. I mean, what loopholes is David going to try and pull with this scam? I mean, this is big, guys. This is on about the time you were running out of material. Yeah. Yep. And you're right. It really was. Well, I'm going to start new material starting tomorrow night. One of the channel subscribers was extremely gracious, helped me purchase a new tower for the studio. So that should be here sometime tomorrow, and it's on after that, David. It's on. I'm going to start paneling people. So if there's survivors out there of cults and you're ready to talk, guess what? Free reign. The channel's yours. You want to come talk? You're safe here. We're ready to listen. You want to talk and show face and feel safe? We'll have you. I'll give you the channel. The channel's yours. The channel's yours. The channel's for you. It really is. It's for you guys to come out and talk. Because there's cult survivors in here, guys. There's cult survivors in here who haven't said shit yet. Sorry, I said shit. Sorry, my bad. There's people in here who haven't said anything about their experiences with cults because they're not ready to. I've been watching a lot of stuff about Scientology and things, and this stuff goes deep, man. And what I was really saying is a good point came across this morning to one of these interviews I was listening to, and it came from Matthew Moore. He sent me this link. It's awesome. And basically saying it was this Scientologist, Mike Rinder. He was one of the highest Scientologists basically to leave the cult, right? And he was basically saying social media has destroyed Scientology. Yeah, for sure. David thinks he can for sure outsmart the system. We'll see. Not with this one. He thinks he's going to be smarter than a federal judge. If he tries to pull one over on a federal judge, oh man, and it's a woman too. It's a woman, man. That's the greatest thing about this one. It's a woman. It's a woman. Yeah, they take a long time to talk. They need therapy first. Yeah, they do. They need a lot of therapy first. Heck yeah. You're absolutely right, cutie. And that's kind of what we got to get. We need to get these people out of David's cult right away. Cutie, yes, that's what we're talking about here. The families he's crushed. Dennis, you were talking about... This is a clean live this morning, by the way, okay? I dropped a shit word earlier. I apologize. But we're just talking about dynamics of how this is all... We're bringing up pretty much what card David's going to try to play with this whole lawsuit. This is going to federal court. It's a woman judge who no doubt isn't going to put up with an ounce of anything that David tries to throw at her. No doubt this judge isn't going to have an ounce of David. David, you aren't going to go up there and say, oh, I don't know, ask Michelle. No. Yep. Good morning, Cat Mom. Good morning. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess when you go to court, man. And he could try and draw this one out. Another Harold Lewis, right? Could he draw this out like another Harold Lewis case? Absolutely. But you know what? The longer he draws it out, the more money he's going to pay. The more money David will pay, the longer he draws this out. Again, David, you said you brought in billions.
But I can assure you I'm not doing anything illegal.
Let's see, David. I even have that video posted on my channel. It's the main video right now on my channel for anybody that wants to see it, where David says, I brought in billions through the pandemic. I got richer than ever. Okay, David, well, if that's so, David, David, if that's so, okay, why didn't you pay your bill, buddy? If you had billions of dollars, dude. If you had billions of dollars, David, you would have paid your bill. Right? Yes? You would have paid that bill up front if you had billions of dollars. You would have paid that bill, David, if you had millions of dollars. But why didn't you? David? David. If you had the billions of dollars, hey, I'm trying to find that video, guys. Stand by. I got it right here. I think Colt Watch might have one on her channel too. I need to find the right thumbnail. Which one was it? Sorry guys, I should have had this prepared for you when I got started, but I just thought about this. So, but I'm still alive! And richer than ever, more prosperous than ever! I'm like, yeah, dude, okay, yeah, I'm sure you are. I can't find it. Sorry guys, but it's on my main page. Check it out. So again, David, if you had the billions of dollars, you should have just paid your bill up front, dude. Really? Yeah, he's a real estate thug wannabe. Yeah. Yep. He really is. It's like, he did. I'm sure they researched a lot. I think Kennedy Miller brought up a good point.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Apostle?
Yeah, now I can. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have to get the exact figure, but it was something I think like maybe 60 or 70%, something like that, sir. I have to double check.
Yes, because, you know, there's a lot of expenses to pay staff. How much did they say we give back?
It was over 98%.
Yeah.
I give back 98%. Let me tell you something. Those people who put that deposition out there that got 10 million views, they are liars. They did that. They cut, they sliced, they made me look like I was saying something that I wasn't. And a lot of people say, well, that's your own mouth saying it. Yeah, because they're asking certain questions. They ain't asking other questions. They did that craftily, and it was a faggot, a homosexual. That's right, I call him a faggot, because that's what he...
I do not condone that type of behavior, by the way, okay? That's coming from David, you guys. That is David E. Taylor. That is the real David E. Taylor right there, guys. That is the real David E. Taylor, okay? Yeah, he could have offshore money. Well, yeah, Kennedy Miller, Crosby Capital USA. Do some digging on that firm.
Is a homosexual who set that whole thing up. And I'm going to tell you something. It's these homosexuals in America that's trying to run this country and ruin this country.
This is David, you guys. This is the real...
Stand up to them.
Real David.
A lot of the Christians are silent. They don't want to say nothing. But I'm going to say something. And that's why they're mad at me now, because they know I'll rebuke them in a minute. But I want to say this. They paid off judges. And the judge, when she was paid off to put that stuff on, she gave them the sanction to put that stuff on YouTube to make me look bad. I prayed to God about it. God moved her from being a judge in America. That don't happen. You don't get moved from being a judge like that. It got to be serious.
So full of shit.
God judged him. The mayor who stole from us, and also the faggot who did what he did.
This
he
is
broke all of his
David, you
femur
guys.
bones. Both of them. The mayor went to jail Everybody that guy paid off in the government to try to destroy my ministry in the media either went to jail or was judged in some way. The judge had to recuse herself from her bench.
Lies.
She cannot be a judge in America no more. She's lucky God did not kill her for touching me.
Hate speech.
And touching this
This is
ministry
hate speech.
and turning
Lies.
so many millions of people, making them think that
They
I
haven't
steal
shut David's
money.
channel down for this.
God is going to get you. Yeah, I'm not, see, I don't put up with this junk. I stand in the face of the burning one.
He tried to hit me on this video.
I don't exaggerate. I'm not a liar. I stand in face to face with the burning one.
I do not condone this type of speech or behavior anywhere, guys. Just letting you know.
I will never back down for anybody. I don't care who they are. I have seen God kill officials and politicians. I've seen him kill kings and presidents. I've seen God kill them.
Who? Who? David? Which ones?
You cannot play around with God's glory and his messenger who has a glory face to face. Can't do it. And I'm saying this because a lot of people look at all that junk out there on me and they believe that crap. I'm always getting texts, in our ministry saying, I thought he was in jail.
Here we go.
No, I'm not in jail. They all thought I was going to jail. But when they came, they saw that I give back 98% of all the money that come into this ministry. I have given $30 million into this ministry by sacrifice. Some liquid, some assets. So I don't have to justify myself. But you know what's wrong? It's the people who are weak in their mind. They believe this junk out there on YouTube. And I told you, stop listening to all this negative crap. Stop going out there listening, believing, oh, this is information. It's not information. It's gossip. It's a bunch of junk.
No.
And I ain't just talking.
Sorry, here's the other video.
And that's why ministries go down. But you see how many people have forsaken me.
Here it is.
And I'm still alive. Not only that, but prosperous. More millions of dollars have come into my ministry during COVID than the whole history of my ministry. Why? Because God sustains this ministry. I've been on my knees for 2 years.
Shit, I forgot about
I haven't went out to preach nowhere. And millions of dollars are still coming in.
Okay, hold up.
More than I've ever seen in the history of my ministry.
Okay, hold up. If he said he's been... Okay, this is against the frickin' tax code, you guys. For him to not do his job, to not come out and preach and then say, I brought in millions. Well, David, guess what, dude? I hope your judges get a hold of this, and I hope the judge finds this video and says, Mr. Taylor, you said you brought in millions through through COVID. Where's the money at, sir? Where's the money? Where's the money coming from, sir? Mr. Taylor, hello? You have these videos out saying you brought in all this money. Where's your tax forms? Oh, you have different tax ID numbers here. We got all these tax forms stacking up at the IRS. Hey, you know what? Freeze all your assets. Don't touch any money. Don't move any houses. Freeze all your bank accounts. You're getting a financial audit right now. Court is adjourned. Have a nice day, Mr. Taylor. We'll send you the bill. And don't go anywhere, by the way. Give us your passport. Yep. They have purchased these homes properties because there's some loophole. Yeah, there's a loophole. They're gonna try and pull something in federal court, man. Yep. The paper. You guys file the reports, everybody. You can remain anonymous. I put my name on these because I don't want to remain anonymous. I put my face out here to let everybody know to not be scared, and I'm not scared. Because if they tried to come after me, it'd be witness tampering at that point. It really would, because my names are on federal tax documents. Regardless if my face is out here or not. Oh, well, your face is out there, but hey, regardless if my face is out here or not, that would still be witness tampering. You can't come out here, regardless if my face is out here or not, and screw with me. Because what if they decided to subpoena any of us, what if? They can't do that. That would be big time no-no for the IRS. They could not allow that to happen to anybody who sent in any of these reports. It can't, guys. they would be in so much trouble. Both of them. Nope, I get it, Kennedy. I get it. I get it. And the thing is, Kennedy, you can actually remain anonymous. You can. You absolutely can. You don't have to put your name on it. And legally they can't take the name off the front of the envelope and say, oh, well, he put the name on the envelope, because no. It says right here, Kennedy, look, right here at the bottom, that the information is not required. We share this information. We never share this information with the business or person you're reporting, right? This information is not required to process your report, but would be helpful if we need to contact you for any additional information, right? Yeah, and you know what? I guarantee you guys, the IRS will never contact you. The IRS isn't going to contact somebody who's out there sending fraud reports. It's not. Yeah, I don't send them anonymous. I put all my information right on the. No, I don't send them anonymous. I want them to know that I'm sending them. I'm paying them. They need to do their job. That's where I'm at with this. Yeah, Jake just got a good comment on the channel. Jake, deposition due by next June. More content. I feel like they're more credible with names, but I can't. But I cannot. Yeah, no, Kenny D, and that's fine. The thing is all we got to do is stack those forms up at the IRS. That way they look, because I would like to think, I would like to think that they're going to start nailing him. Yeah. Yeah. Goes on social media, doesn't file his taxes, but...
When persecution broke out against me a few years ago, when y'all know people started saying all kind of evil stuff against me, and this evil gospel artist speaking evil about me, that I helped her.
Vicky.
And that's why ministries go down.
Here we go.
But
Once
you
again.
see how many people have forsaken me, and I'm still alive. Not only that, but prosperous. More millions of dollars have come into my ministry during COVID than the whole history of my ministry. Why? Because God sustains this ministry. I've been on my knees for 2 years. Haven't went out to preach nowhere. And millions of dollars are still coming in. More than I've ever seen in the history of my ministry. When persecution broke out against me a few years ago.
Billions, huh, David? Billions. I would love to see the judge. I hope the judge sees these videos, man. I mean, some of the videos on my channel, David, have a bunch of views that are your rants, dude. That are your rants. And then here you have.
So listen. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Listen. I am so happy to
We're
come
gonna do kind of a
before
busted
you.
up reaction.
As you know, I've been in Shutaway now
Away
for over 2 years.
for over 2
And
years.
it's been tremendous. You know, today is July the 15th,
Been absolutely tremendous.
Friday, and I wanted to come and give you an update. As you know, COVID has been ravishing the United States, and it has also...
He really means COVID's been ravishing me, and I've been sick, and I've been in hiding, stealing your money.
a lot of our plans, even with the arena for over 2 years, but we haven't given
Lies.
up. We know that God has allowed this so he can bring
No, this is an old
biggest
video.
miracle healing movement across the United States
Look at him.
and the world.
This is when he
and
came
I'm
out.
excited about
Yo.
what God is going to do.
This is when he came out of his little shutaway and had said,
Yes, here I am. I'm not on my deathbed, but I look like a sack of turds.
And so I wanted to come and give you this update
calls us his
very
liars.
quickly
Watch.
about the things we're doing.
Here we go. He's got to talk
But I
about his
mainly
lies.
wanted to speak to you concerning some rumors also that are floating around about I'm on deathbed and all of this crap and I'm ill and all of this foolishness. Listen,
Foolishness.
do not believe my liars and those traitors and enemies and these evil detractors out here. There's something I just found out somebody said that was put out on Facebook, and I want to read it to you to show you how, and these are Christian people.
This was when he
who
came out
think
from his
they're
shutaway,
right.
y'all.
But listen to what it says. I pray he has repented. This is what somebody's put on Facebook. Cult leader David E. Taylor is on his deathbed. Do it look like I'm on my deathbed? I'm not on no deathbed. They are lying to you, okay? So I wanted to come and make that straight with you and peer with you.
We're giving you views, David.
Before.
Check it out, though.
This is amazing. They
This
said
is
David E.
amazing.
Taylor's on his deathbed. Facts.
Facts.
God has the final say. You right, God do have the final say.
he does, David.
And you a liar,
You a liar, David.
my friend.
Repent.
So I want to come and let all the people know that love me around the world, love this ministry, love face to face, what God is doing, and how massive and huge this ministry has grown, even since doing COVID. And I'm so excited to bring that news to you.
Ooh, okay.
But I want you to spread this video. Let everybody know
Oh.
David Taylor is not on a deathbed.
Oh, you look like crap,
Amen.
David.
We are doing the will of God.
No, you're not.
And we are spreading the Lord Jesus across the world. And as you see in the background, we are in the 8 billion soul harvest starting in America.
Jump to billion
Hallelujah.
souls, huh?
222 and beyond. So listen,
So listen.
I want to go over a few things with you
15, 20.
about what we're doing so that you will be abreast. Now, you know that we have the Arena Crusade online coming up next week, and that's
Out there!
the 22nd and the 23rd. I want you to meet us there. Don't miss.
I want you to meet us there at the virtual Arena Crusade because I couldn't get the real Amway Arena Crusade going because I'm a scam artist and I didn't have the money and all I did was just buy houses and eat lobster and go on a high cholesterol diet.
This good. You guys. Oh my god. Oh man.
You know, this is the big crusade of the year.
The biggest crusade
You know,
of the year.
I've not been out for some time because the Lord really put on my heart to
And he looks
focus
like
more on this consecration and this prayer than to
Look at him.
be doing service.
He can't even show his eyes. Look at him.
See, I'm not in here to be coming out.
Look at how
doing
cruddy he looks.
services
I
constantly.
mean, really,
You
David?
can't focus in prayer on God and do that at the same time. I came in here to see God and to rest
No.
so that I can be ready for.
David, you went in there to seek refuge and you went in there to hide. You definitely went in there to rest, yeah, because you're sick. Yeah. Yep. 100 more pounds, 100 more cheeseburgers, Big Macs, whatever they're feeding him. I mean, he's not leaving. He's got DoorDash coming to that place. Right, Jake? Tell me about it. I hope it hits the internet, man. I hope it hits the internet, dude. I really do. I really do. Good morning, Team Cook in the house. We definitely need a, yeah, you know, I was gonna say, like, one of the lives one night, I was gonna see if, like, we could, like, if you guys in the chat would do, like, all David E, just talk, like, all David E. Taylor slang in the chat, just to see what kind of chat we could get going. I really was. I think that would be a blast. Get all you guys in the chat at one time together. You guys, the studio's getting an upgrade tomorrow. It really is. It's getting a studio upgrade. New towers coming in. You guys, we're gonna go full bore. This is gonna become a complete cult watch channel. We're gonna go, but we're gonna be serious, and we're also gonna have comedy in it too. Okay. Tomorrow's my birthday, and this is my first gift. Is so happy. Yeah, quickly. I'm hurrying, guys. And we're gonna start at the deposition. We're gonna start at day one. David E. Taylor, day one for all of us. Where was day one for David E. Taylor? The deposition. Let's all start there so we could all get crunk again, okay? So we could all sit there and scream at the screen like, oh! Right, Jake? Quickly. So yeah, shout out to the subscriber who helped me get that tower. It's coming in. It's gonna be a high-speed tower. That way I can bring you guys. It's not for me. It's for you guys. It really is. This tower is not for me. It's to bring you guys the content you want. Yeah, it's, you guys, we're gonna go full bore with this, you know. And I was like thinking of what to call ourselves, like cult watchers, cult busters, you know. David's program is proprietary. Club guy. No, we got to do it on like another live. I was just saying we'll do that one night in a live when we do like a night live. Tomorrow we're gonna do, if I get everything set up and get all the kinks worked out ahead of time, and if I have kinks tomorrow, guys, I apologize ahead of time. All right, but I'm definitely gonna try and get everything worked out before I go live tomorrow. Okay, I really am. So if anybody out there is like real familiar with OBS and wants to shoot me a message and help me get started on that, that's the software I'm gonna use. I could definitely use some help on that, and I think some out there like know it, so I could definitely use a bone on that one if anybody would be willing to help me on that. You could email me or drop me a text on my Google voice number. You know, I'm willing to take any advice. I've been watching some videos and instructionals and stuff, but I like to get a lot of different input and stuff. So starting tomorrow, the channel's gonna take a new turn. Okay. Well, see, what I've been seeing, Ever and CH, is you can, now what you could do with OBS is actually, instead of having to put your key in every time, once you link your channel to OBS, it's linked. So there was somebody out there on the channel that said, hey, once you do this, your channel's linked. So I think that's kind of cool. That was a new thing they put in it. Yeah, see, I'm streaming straight to YouTube right now. Yeah, I'm streaming straight to YouTube right now. Tomorrow, we're going to start doing reaction videos, guys. We're going to take this like news channel status, guys. We're going to go full bore with this. Okay, Team Cook, cool, right on. I think is where I have problems. I'm a quick learner. I think yeah, David E. Taylor lexicon. I'll see if I can put. Let me see what I can do for a post. Let me create a post and see if I can have everybody be able to put in like a David E. Taylor like lexicon slang. OBS, it's like a streaming software. A lot of people use it. A lot of the streamers use OBS. That's what a lot of these streamers are using to do their reaction videos and stuff. So, yeah. Again, thank you to the subscriber who helped with the tower. That's going to be a huge help to the channel. It's going to be a huge help for everybody to get the content that you want, okay? Yeah, open broadcasting system, you know. See, and I've seen, like, StreamYard, I like StreamYard, and it seems a little bit more user-friendly, too. No, OBS is an actual software. You have to download it. It can be a little complex looking, too, but I think once you learn it... Okay, open broadcast software. Okay. See, okay, and you know what? Betsy Kobo, shout out to my boy, Betsy Kobo. He uses OBS Streamlabs, and he said it's really good, too. I've seen how his Streamlabs works, and his looks really nice. So I was thinking Streamlabs also. But you can also use StreamYard. I like to use the free stuff, man. If I can use the free software and learn it, I think I would much rather do that, learn it, become efficient with it, and then just go from there. But yeah, so starting tomorrow evening, you know, lives are going to be at 8 Central now. And then that's where we're going to start at the deposition day 1, okay? Streamlab Primes. See, and that's what Betsy Hobo does. He gets Streamlabs Prime, and yeah, he can do all this cool stuff with it. Yeah. So I'm gonna learn through it. So I apologize in advance if there's kinks, guys. Okay. Okay. Yep. We're gonna start back at the deposition. Deborah and CH, grab your popcorn, sodas, candy, whatever you want to bring. We're gonna start over, man. I don't know how long it's gonna run. We're just gonna run it, dude. We're just gonna start. It's Friday night. We'll start it and go from there, you know, and see how it goes. So it's gonna be a learning process again for all of us. So, and again, once the channel's up and running, again, I want to start polling people. I would like to start paneling people. Really would. You guys start talking. You know, maybe we could get Tom and Dee on here at the same time. Have them share stories. Maybe Shayla would like to come on if she's out there still ready, you know. Yeah, we're going to recap now. Yep, David. Come dressed as David. Come dressed in like a suit. Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, I could definitely. I would love to open up a panel one night, man, and have all you guys come on. I really would. That would be totally radical, man. Really would. That would be like the highlight of everything, and everybody can come in and say, "Hey, David has affected me in this way," because I know there's people on this channel. everybody, David, you too, listen up. That in some way you have struck a nerve because of what you have said about what you can do with your healing powers. Okay? And there's some people out there that took very, very serious offense to that. Me being one of them. Okay? You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't come out and say you can heal people of cancer and stuff like that. Catherine Crick, you pay attention. You're next. But yes, you're absolutely right, Reverend. We're going to recap now. We recap now because it's coming to an end. Now we can go back, look at the deposition, and look at all the lies he told. We're going to start filling in on all those gaps. David, we're going to fill in the gaps on that deposition, and the residential center. Like, David, the whole residential center, like, we could talk about that in and of itself on a case. David, we're going to pull up David, not going to do good for you, dude. This channel, we're going to destroy you. All of us together. Because people have got involved, didn't like what you were doing, and stood up and said, no, this is wrong. I'm making a stand against this. Nope, he's not a smart man. Kennedy Mueller, that's why I can't watch it, because I want to slam my screen, man. I want to, like, yeah. Yep, he is, David, really are. The biggest insult, David. You got to give it up, David. You got to stop. You got to stop. Throw in the towel, dude. Throw in the towel. Just because you think you're going to federal court, you think the forms are going to stop, David? David. I have them stamped already. These are all IRS forms. These are all still going to the IRS. See these? I stamped the flags upside down too. So yeah, David, these are going to the IRS. These stamps are strictly for the IRS. Awesome, cutie. Good to have you here still, man. I really like having you here. Oh yeah, Jake. Oh, I'm gonna look at the documents, man. Just give me a couple weeks. That subscription's expensive, but that subscription's expensive. I am gonna get it. It's $44 a month, and yeah, I'm gonna download some documents. I'm gonna get the subscription. Give me a couple weeks, and I'll take care of that. I want to see those documents. I want to see the complaint. I want to see the 17-page complaint filed by the company. Smash that like button when y'all get in here. We got 24 people in here. Let's get some thumbs up, you guys. We are bringing David E. Taylor's cult down, you guys. This is big. The lawsuit, everything. I mean, I know Jake's got his profile picture. Yeah. It's like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. Earth, Wind, Fire. Yeah. Earth, Wind, Fire, Water. So yeah, Jake, this is going to be big, man. And you know what? David, there's just people that are connected here. That after all this went down yesterday, people were texting me offline saying, hey, you know what? My brother's a lawyer, and yeah, they said he's pretty much screwed. Let me read the exact text out. Yo, 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 what up, Billy Martin in the house, my boy? Yo, dude. Hey, Billy Martin, check it, bro. David's facing a $2.2 million lawsuit, bro. $2.2 million lawsuit, brother. Stand by, Billy. Stand by, Billy. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man. I was thinking about you, not in a weird way, but I was putting some energy to you, dude. I was hoping you're doing good, dude. I hope everything's going well for you. Yeah, y'all give Billy a big shout out. Give him a like too. Go ahead and give him a like and subscribe on his channel. Good people, man. Good people there. Let's see here. Okay, so this is one of my sources. I don't even know who this source is either. We just text back and forth. All I have is a phone number, and that's it. I don't even know who this is. So this is basically, we were talking about a good conversation, and this is what he said. I think there are some really good people in there, scared and hurt people, but good humans. Yes, absolutely. You're right about this. All these people are good people. That was my reply to him. Okay, but this was another reply I said right after this. From what my bro said today, once the feds are involved at any level, the full scope of our country is involved. You can avoid small claims and civil stuff, But once it gets to this level, every agency will be checking his slob fat booty out. All the narcissistic a-hole will have left is his followers. Yep. Yep. David's not going to cooperate with this one. I'm surprised he's got lawyers, man. He's already got lawyers retained. You know? He's got lawyers that deal in tax law and stuff like this, so he's definitely got a legal team that is going to probably know what they're doing and know how to basically try to run the scam over on the judge. But, you know, again, you guys, I understand there's some people that don't want to file, and I get that. If you can file tax fraud against him, now is the time to do it. It really is. Get the forms to the IRS, man. Get them to the IRS. I've been filing for the last year, and some people are filing sporadically too. But I file once a week, guys. I file once a week. And I've been doing it for a year. So the IRS has gotten 100 plus forms from me about David. What do you think, Kennedy Miller? Do you want to talk? Let's talk about that, my man. Let's talk about who's going to go down with him. What do you guys think? We talked about it yesterday, and this is a multi-tiered scam, man. It's a woman, Cat Mom. It's a woman. But the thing is the judge is a woman. The judge is a woman. That's what makes it even better. I don't care about his lawyer. David can go in there and try and act he's all awesome and smarter and better than the judge. But no, I would like to think that this judge is like, I'm hoping this judge is like a Karen. And I'm not saying I wish a Karen would or anything, but I'm just saying I hope this judge is, yeah. Yeah, but Kennedy Miller, Joseph signing the checks. Joseph signing the checks, so he knows. Yep, he knows, man. David knows exactly what he's doing. I want to give a big shout out to Go Team Cook too, because the documentary, no doubt, has helped in the downfall of this cult. So she was the voice behind her documentary, so big shout out to Go Team Cook. Thank you, you did an amazing job. That was the voice on our documentary, you guys, so awesome shout out to you. Definitely, all that. This is all compiling now. You think, what are the chances some of the people haven't seen that documentary on David's legal team? We don't know that. Yes, Kennedy Mueller, yes. One of my sources tells me he is, yes. Yep. One of my sources told me he's signing checks. Yep. That Joseph is the one signing checks. Yep. I was really trying to get that account number, but my source, I understand if he couldn't give it to me, that's cool. That's fine. I get it. Could be pushing some really funny boundaries there, but ultimately, I wanted the account number in my hand just so I could have a one-up on David. You know, I wanted ultimately to put the account number on the fraud form, be like, hey, here's his bank account number. Yeah, no, Go Team Cook. That was y'all on the documentary. That was all Go Team Cook, you guys. So that was all her, man. Took a lot of time. The script. Hang on. Where is it? Okay, so he signed some of yours. Okay. Awesome, Billy Martin. He signed some of yours. Okay. All right. So there's proof that he signed some checks. Billy Martin just said, yep, he signed some of Billy Martin's checks. Okay. So this you guys, this was the script for Go Team Cook to read, okay? Just so you guys know. This was the script that was put together for her to read. I know our documentary was kind of, I won't say it's the best documentary, but we did it. We did it. Nobody else did what we did with that documentary. We tied everything together. We brought together the historical values of everything. And then Go Team Cook nailed it. There's going to be other documentaries. There'll be other documentaries about you, David. There will be. It wouldn't surprise me after this you get American Greed. Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna do another one. Yep. Mike Perry in the house. Big shout out to Mike Perry. Thanks for being here this morning. Mike Perry, the scam that David's created. What do you think? What we're talking about is basically the whole lawsuit, okay? Where it kind of started, the chat started today was with the lawsuit, right? It's for the stage. But now David has to lie about every lie he's created about the Convoy of Miracles, the stage, Cancer Crusade, Amway Arena. He's got to back up every one of those now to his followers. He is done butter basted like Kramer on time. Yeah, Billy Martin. That's a good question, Kennedy Mueller. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, he's in deep trouble. Yeah, he seems so passive. What do you guys think? Does Joseph know what he's doing? Does Joseph know the scam? Is Joseph just the yes man? Is he playing like the role of a good soldier, being like, hey, I'm just doing what I'm told? That's what I'm curious about. Does Joseph know? Does Michelle know? So he knows, Team Cook? Michael Perry, we've had that up. That's just a real, like, that's just kind of a real rudimentary breakdown of the cult. Some paperwork, some documents, David's social security number, the non-disclosure agreement up top. This is me and my boy Israel number one. We were drawing a diagram one day. That was Thanksgiving, actually. So this is actually me and my boy Israel number one. We're cracking a beer and we're sitting back here talking about dynamics of a cult. And this was kind of a diagram he drew up, and we sat back here and talked. I don't ever show this guy right here because that's got names and phone numbers on it of people down in Florida, and I don't know who they are, but there's names, phone numbers, and email addresses of people. And there's probably about 80 or 90 names on that paper right there, and I don't know who they are, but it's from David's cult. Hey, Kent, let's keep the chat clean this morning, okay? Let's keep the chat clean this morning, Kent. I could be wrong, but he had a great example of how to deflect. Yeah, Kent, I'm running a clean live this morning, man. Because there's, I don't know if like younger people, you see how I usually act on my channel at night. This is different. Morning time, we're going to keep it clean, okay? Let's see. In order to look like the sacrificial calf. Okay. So he's playing the sacrificial calf. Billy Martin. Joseph is actually a very kind man. I think he's caught up in all this. Okay. Okay. I wonder where Joseph got caught up in it, though. He's playing innocent, yeah. But they're still yes, man. I mean, how big were those checks, Billy Martin, if you don't mind? If you don't have to share it by any means, no means obligated. Were they good-sized checks? Yeah, Joseph seems like a real kind person. He really does. Joseph seems like a very nice man. He does. It just looks like he's kind of caught up in all this. Joseph, you need to get out, bud. Dude, walk away. Walk away, Joseph. There's people here that'll help you, man. There's people here that'll help you. There's ways out. There's ways for people like you to get help out of these cults, Joseph. There really is. Yeah, no, it's just like I want to try and keep the chats clean and stuff in the morning. At nighttime, different story. Okay. They were good size. Okay, Billy Martin. Okay. Like 5-figure range. Oh, and they clear. Oh, wow. Okay, so they were writing checks. Clown busters. I think he really believes what is happening to David. Yeah, okay. 6 to 7 years. Yeah, no, David, I think Joseph's been in longer than that too, Kennedy. Okay, so they're great checks, Billy. Okay. So here what we're talking about, Billy Martin, okay, so he's got this big stage, right? That he's having built, Billy Martin. If he's writing checks and everything and they're good checks and they're clearing, why couldn't he pay the bill on this stage? Why is he now in a federal lawsuit, man? That's what I'm curious about. That's what we're all curious about. If he's had all this money, why a federal lawsuit all of a sudden? Yeah, Kent, at nighttime, different story. Because here's the thing, the way the algorithm runs on YouTube, it's like it really is. It's complex. I don't even want to get into it, but we can unload at night, okay? Within reason, okay? What was the business, Billy Martin? Was it the church? What business did they have? Because if it's the church, I mean they're running it like a business. Then they're not even running it as a church anymore. It's just a money making machine. It sounds like. Okay, so they cleared, huh? Okay, so he's got the money, man. Yeah, where's the money coming from? Yeah, the business is the nonprofit. Whoa, Billy Martin, JMMI, dude. That tax ID number's been revoked, dude. That tax ID number's been revoked, brother, by the IRS. So how are they writing checks in JMMI's name is my question. If you look on the IRS database, Billy Martin, unless they've shown a letter that tax ID number has been reinstated, I would be careful. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how. But if the IRS hasn't updated their website, they need to. But David hasn't been preaching JMMI for a long time. Why not? Because JMMI has such a bad name, right? Why would he stick to that name when it's got such a toilet paper name? He wouldn't. He would have to ditch that name, which is why he's got Kingdom of God Global Church, which is also why he's got Marvels in America World Healing. Yeah, the ID number was revoked. Yeah, man, crazy, dude. It was revoked years ago. I think a couple years ago, dude. It wasn't revoked recently. It was revoked a couple years ago, man. It was revoked a couple years ago. Oh, 4 or 5 months ago? Okay. I mean, the check's cleared. So is Joshua Media Ministries that was writing the checks. Okay. Dang, that's crazy. See the amount, see how deep the scam goes? It's a multi-tiered religious Ponzi scheme. So once again, if he's writing checks there, I mean, he should have been right, you know. I'm glad you didn't get screwed over, you know, Billy Martin. But David, the bill he left on this stage company down in Gladeview, oh man, this scam is ridiculous, man. This scam is absolutely horrid. I can't wait till the IRS starts pulling back everything. They're going to start pulling back all the buildings. I mean, they're going to have to open up every book. Guys, this is why I urge everybody, get the forms to the IRS. I know some of you can't, but if you can, get them to the IRS now, man. It only takes you like 2 minutes to put them in the envelope and mail them, man. That's it. That's all it takes. Let's flood the IRS with these forms, because you know what? This is a federal case. It's not a civil case. Yeah, Gonzo. Thanks for stopping in, man. Smash that like button, brother. He's going down, Gonzo. Dude, he's going down big time, dude. He's sitting on a big lawsuit right now, man, and it's a biggie. And it's federal. And you know what federal judges don't do? They don't play around. David might think he might be able to drag this one 4 or 5 years through the federal courts. No, ain't happening. They're going to say, you need to show everything. They need to get Michelle in on this too. Don't think for 1 second, Michelle, that you're clean and clear of this, man. Michelle, you better pucker up too, girly. Don't think for 1 second you're going to be in the clear on this. Your name's on this ministry just as much as David's. You guarantee they're going to be asking you questions. Guarantee it. They're going to try everything to weasel their way out of this. 100%. They're going to do everything they can Kingdom of God Global Church, I believe. Yes. Kingdom of God Global Church. Yep, more lawsuits to come. This is, and people who have given to him, you could pretty much civilly sue him at this point, because if he hasn't followed through with what he was going to say he was going to do with the money, the Convoy of Miracles, the Arena Crusade, converting the trailers over, what else? Building the Inheritance by Lineage University. This is, dude, this scam is falling apart. Cult busters, that's what I'm thinking too. I'll run a poll. I'll run a poll. I'll put a few names in there. I'll use one of that and put some other names and see what we get, and then we'll call the group like Cult Busters or something, because technically this is our first cult that we've busted, and look how long it took. You guys doing this isn't going to be a short game on any of these guys. Just keep that in mind when we're doing this. If you ever get discouraged for 1 second, don't. We got to play the long game. We're here we got time here. We might as well spend it together, do something productive, and do a little bit of good while we're gone, man. That way we can at least leave this for our future generations and say, hey, these guys were here with a purpose. They meant this. Something was going on here. They saw something wrong. Hey, let's do this. See ya, Kit. See ya, brother. Cat Mom. I have, of course. I was actually in I'm on suspension right now from a group about, it's like David E. Taylor followers and lovers and everything, and I was in there yesterday posting about his lawsuit, and then guess what they did? They blocked me. Yeah, they blocked me. They're like, oh, you can't post anything until like 7. I can't post anything for like a whole week or something. Yeah, I'd start going to his page. That's what you do. Yeah. I got it. I got accepted into this group. Right? It was a private group, right? I stayed in there for a couple weeks, just saw what people were saying, and then the one yesterday I started dropping in all this stuff about David's lawsuit. And my profile picture is of David sitting back eating a bunch of hot dogs. They didn't notice it. See, but he's not much on Twitter because Twitter eats him alive. David can't hang on Twitter. Twitter tears him up. Yeah, it's not a home, it's a residential center. Or it's a house. Yeah, it's a residential center or a house. No, there's only like 18 members or 20 members in there total. But I said seeing all the invites which he had invited, and it's just like, yeah, and people follow him, and it based like when I got kicked out, it said, oh, you could only use this as a follower and a lover of Apostle David E. Taylor. I'm like, what the heck, man? These people are brainwashed. They really believe that this guy is like this great apostle and great prophet, and David, no, you're not. You're far from it, buddy. You're far from it, man. You need to get a grip, dude. You need to get a grip on reality. You need to snap out of it. And also the link to the main page he is using on Facebook. I would like to think, man, that he would be wise and just take all his social media accounts down. They're gonna, where the first place the prosecuting attorneys are gonna go? Guess. Where are they gonna go to find out that anything about David? Where are they gonna go? They haven't been able to get a hold of him. Well, let's go look at his social media accounts. Let's see what he's been doing. Right? Where's the first place usually like investigators are gonna go? Social media, man. People are building their own court cases on social media, like David. I seen one the other day. Some kid in New York saying he's gonna go around and like start hurting people, and they caught him. They got that guy off the street. They're like, "Yep, Thank you for putting that on social media. We're going to go ahead and tag you. You're it. You're in jail. Thank you. See you, Kent. Later, brother. Nope. David isn't. Kennedy, again, man, he would be wise just to shut up, man. He would be wise just to not put out any content. I mean, is he running his lives right now? Let's see. I mean, if he's running lives, David, you don't have a clue, man. Yeah, he keeps running the same live over and over. And it's like, I think what he's doing is like, he's running it on a virtual machine, right? Running it for so long, see how many views he gets. And if that one gets a lot of views, he'll post it, right? Because he's been staying steady at the same views and the same amount of videos for the last couple days, right? So it's really weird what he's doing with the videos. I don't know why he just doesn't shut up and take his video down. Let's see. Tom Malloy, David is, he's in hiding. Yeah, that's where he's been. And we found out why. It's because he's sitting on a lawsuit now. Yep. The live feeds, I mean, it's really... He would be wise just to shut all his social media down, man. It would be the smartest thing for him. If he did that, man. Oh, man, I hope. Well, the thing is that deposition, man, you know who's going to pay for it in the end? David. He's in the country. Oh, yeah, Tom Malloy. I'm sure. No, he's live right now. Tom Malloy, I'm sure if he's hit with a federal lawsuit, they're saying, give us your passport and you don't go anywhere. Kennedy Mueller, who knows, man. I think the Marvels in America, David E. Taylor Marvels in America is. Vimeo, TikTok, yeah, but he's not streaming anywhere, Cat Mom. He's not streaming anywhere. I mean, he honestly can't. That's the thing. I don't know why his lawyers just didn't tell him to shut his mouth. If his lawyers were smart, they would have been like, take down all your social media. Don't put any posts on Facebook. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. And if David was smart, he would take his lawyer's advice and just shut his mouth. That would be the best thing for David. But I don't know. I could see David going to federal court and taking the stand. Yeah, they're all fake. And that's the thing. It's like it just shows you how fake David is, that he's made all these fake accounts in order to push his agenda. Scamming in America, world stealing. Yep. What was it? It was Marvels in America, world stealing. That was a good one, Chuckwood. No, those were the best, man. Those ones were the best, dude. But yeah, guys, this scam is going down, and it's a multi-tiered scam, you guys. You know, Cat Mom, that's why I push for people to file the fraud reports. They got all the tax ID numbers on them. Hey, who made all these determinations for this guy? There's different names on each determination form, too. Who made the determination? That's the thing. Like, this is... How would you guys... Let's be lawyers and attorneys for 5 minutes here. How would you guys want to investigate this? If you were the prosecuting attorney on the other side looking at David saying, okay, I want to ask it, I got 5 minutes. How would you guys address the issues of all the tax ID numbers, the scamming, the fraud, whatever? How would you question David? Go. Let's see. Go. He would take the fifth? Okay. Oh, you would take the fifth, Cal? Go Team Cook. we would have him be dragging Go Team Cook out of the courtroom, basically. It'd be like Cat Mom and Bitter Bad restraining Go Team Cook out of the courtroom. They'd be like on what was it? The Office Space? Yeah. where he's like breaking the printer and stuff. That'd be the girls dragging Go Team Cook out of the courtroom. It'd be Cat Mom and Bitter Bad. They'd be like, no, you can't do that here. We're like, we got you. No. For real. It would. Cat Mom and Bitter Bad would be holding her back. Yeah. But how would you guys question it? I would want to know, okay, I would definitely want to know the agents. I would bring the agents in and question them how they made the determination. That's one step I would go. I would then question how they made the determination. Had they done the research into the person on they were making the determinations for? All that stuff. Do you mean what would be the deciding factor to get him? No, like, I mean, what could be the deciding factor? I guess that's what we're all sitting here banging our heads about. Solidify a crime? Okay. What crimes do we think he's committed? Yeah, let's put that in the chat. Where are we at with the crimes that we think he's committed? For sure. Let's push religion aside, guys, for real. Let's stop with religion, okay? Religion's over here. Okay, let's keep the religion on the left side. Let's see what crimes he's committed right here in the middle, okay? I don't want to go left or right. Let's go right down the middle. Look at the crimes. That's it. Let's look at the tax laws, the tax violations, the monies, the real estate, the loopholes he's trying to get. What could be the possible laws that David has broken? Money laundering through real estate? I think so. What else? Tax evasion, multiple filings, false deductions, false exemptions. It says right here. Let's see. Directors, officers, persons are using income assets for personal gain. Yes, I absolutely believe they're doing that. What else? Failed to report employment, income, or excise tax? Yeah. Why are they failing? If David's got this ministry with these employees, why aren't they being paid? Why aren't there W-2s or 990s or anything coming out of this? I would love to interview Tabitha. I really would. I think for the most part she wants to be done with it. I think she wants to be done with it. I think Tabitha's probably sitting back being like, yeah, get him. So Tabitha, if you're watching, we're going to get him, okay? We got you, girl. Don't even sweat him. We got him. Sit back and watch. And let the system... Fraud? Okay, fraud for sure. What kind of fraud? What kind of fraud do you guys think? What kind of fraud do you guys think? Wire fraud? For sure. I know for sure there's wire fraud going on, especially with all the Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay. Like, that's huge, man. When you start moving money around like that. Yep, the residential center. Yep, but you know what? The thing is, it probably won't get one because Michelle's name is on that. But it might. Food stamp fraud, okay. What about real estate fraud? You know, with the church, no, that's the thing. There's no such thing as a moral fraud. No. What is David doing immoral? Oh, yeah, big time. But let's look at it. We know for sure he's immoral. We know David doesn't have the moral compass. I mean, he probably doesn't even know what a compass is or how to read one for that matter. He'd probably look at a compass and think it was like an Oreo cookie or something and try to eat it. That's what David would do with the compass. He'd be like, hey, what is this? Do I eat it? And he'd probably choke from the iridium on the inside of the compass that the stuff floats in or something. But anyways, we won't get into David's compass about how he can and can't read one. But his moral compass, yeah, we all know it's screwed up. We all know he took a magnet to it years ago and just his moral compass is just like spinning. He doesn't have one. Yep, spin down. What do I eat next? Yeah. It probably has him sign NDAs. Yeah, see, and this is the thing. At what point I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping that these documents have made it to the right people, like the NDAs and stuff, and that they're gonna hold these up in court. Mr. Taylor, do you have your people sign non-disclosure agreements? Oh, well, how come you have your people sign non-disclosure agreements, Mr. Taylor? You're a church. Oh, and what are these these personal records right here that you have on all these people? You're a church and you got all this type of information on all these people? Why? What's the reasoning behind all that, Mr. Taylor? A non-disclosure agreement? I think that would be like a big nail in the coffin, for sure. That would be a big one in the coffin. Morality is this foreign to David E. Taylor's Macy's. Try Macy's. Yep. 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 David doesn't know what morality is. Morality is he thinks morality is a sauce you put on a Big Mac. That's what he thinks morality is. Yeah, can I get an extra dose of morality on my Big Mac? Like, what's morality? Oh, isn't that the sauce that you put on the Big Mac is morality? Oh, okay. Well, I want that sauce because I don't have any morality. I need more morality. That's where David gets his morality from, is the special sauce on his Big Mac. All right, let's go back. Anyways, we got way out. I don't know even where the chat started today. But the scam, David, this is going down, man. You have to David, all the scams for the Convoy of Miracles and the Arena Crusade, you better have good stories now, dude. What are you going to tell all those people that donated money, that gave deposits so you could buy properties instead of actually follow through with what you were going to say you were going to do with the money, which you didn't? Now you're in a lawsuit. Now you got to tell all these people that you spent the money elsewhere and that you can't follow through with what you said you were going to do with all their hard-earned taxed money. David, you definitely have a big issue on your hands. And if anybody's in this cult that's ready to get out, let us know, man. I've got a phone number. We'll help you. We'll help you. We know you're scared. We know you're scared, and it's okay to be scared. That's a good thing that you're scared, because it's okay to be scared. Trust us. It's okay to be scared in this situation. We know the control that David has over you. And that's why we're sitting here making stink about it, to let you guys know that we do care and that we want to see you out of there. David has this control over you, and he has you guys very scared. We know that. We know that for sure. We know that he's abusive. We know that he's verbally and physically abusive to you guys. We know that. We want to get you guys the help. It's going to take time. And yes, we know you're scared. It's okay. So, we're here to help, guys. There's men and women here alike who are more than willing to help and keep it anonymous. They want really, it really is, guys. Anybody in this cult that wants to get out, we're here to help. We may act like hard asses here sometimes, but we see the damage that's being done. We've been watching it. And we're all educated here. I'm college educated. If any of the cult members want to know. I'm not just some guy off the street. Military and college educated. Okay? I'm not just some Jomo from around the corner like David, all right, that claims to be a gangster and all this. I'm just some regular guy, right? I don't consider myself to be this great man or a prophet or an apostle or anything. I just know what we see here. Everybody started asking the same question I did. Why isn't he in jail? Hey, that's why I'm here, is for you guys, is because I didn't know it was a cult in the beginning, and it's gone even deeper into a cult. Yeah, good point, Michael Perry. I wonder if David E. Taylor decided to admit everything and stop what he's doing if the lawsuits would stop, because the lawsuits are coming soon. I don't think he will. He would, right, Michael Perry? He'd be wise to come out and be like, man, you guys, I messed up big time. That would be the smartest thing for him to do. It really would. David, if you came out right now and spilled all your lies to the world, dude, that would be the best thing for you right now, David. That would be the best thing for you. That would be the best thing for you. Yeah, the court of public opinion is strong with this case, and we're the public, and the thing is Team Cook, that's why I started pushing the fraud, because I know he's committing fraud with the stuff he's doing. You can't jump tax ID numbers like that. He's using the own tax ID code and the way they hand out tax ID numbers to commit the fraud. He's going to bankrupt another number. How do they allow this type of behavior? Yeah, an epic amount of people, profoundly. David, you haven't left just little cuts and scratches. You have left deep, gouging scars in people's lives, dude. Facts. People that weren't even there that long, David, you have left scars. You think it's fun and games, David, but it's not, dude. You think you're this great prophet and this great apostle, David? Got another thing coming, dude. Yep, we have a moral compass here, David. There's people here with moral compasses. Yeah, the human trafficking might be hard to prove. But you know what, Michael Perry? All it takes is one person. All it takes is one person, dude. That's it. That's it. All it takes is one person, dude, to say, yeah, I've been wanting to leave and I can't because they've taken everything from me. I don't have any money. I don't have a way to leave. They don't pay me. That can happen. That can still happen, dude. There can still very much be a forced labor situation going on here, guys. There really can. And like Team Cook, the court of public opinion is strong with this case, but look at all the dynamics that we've discussed here and all the past cults through history. History has a tendency of repeating itself until we learn the lessons, right? What does it say? History repeat, like we're going to make the mistakes until we learn them. We're not learning them, obviously, because here we have a full-blown modern-day Jim Jones cult running right in our own backyard. Nobody's doing anything about it. A little bit smaller than Jim Jones, but David claims to be having millions of followers when at any one time there's probably only 40 people watching him. I mean, if he's got millions of followers, David.
I know I got a great signs and wonders ministry, but my main heart is to arrange a meeting between you and God.
You're watching. So millions of followers, right? You should give it up, David. Why would you continue to go on like this? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he's brazen. You know what, though? You know what he can be proved of is forced labor. Definitely in this one. He could definitely, I think Michael Perry, they could prove like a labor kind of issue thing going on here. Damn scams. They could definitely prove a kind of a labor operation here, for sure. Like a phone scam operation, I think they could definitely prove that. I don't know, Michael Perry. What do you think, brother? What do you think? Is David going to show himself to keep the scam alive, or is he going to... Yeah, it's all old stuff, though, Kennedy. Yep, people are forgiving, but forgetting is difficult. Yeah, he's going to have to show himself. Either that or his lawyers just told him to shut up. I could only imagine when they go online to find stuff about David E. Taylor, it's all going to be negative. They're going to be like, dude, what have you done? What have you done? That's what I would like. If the lawyers were smart, dude, they would go online and do the research and look at it. I'll be like, what have you done to all these people? Why are all these people saying that you're a cult and that you're doing all this bad stuff? I would like to think that, like to maintain a reputation. Yep, alienation is the first thing. Alienation alienates them from their families, then from themselves. Yeah, alienation is the first step. That's where it ends. Right, Hank Hill. I agree with you 100%, dude. Hell yeah, I'm with you. But all it takes is one person to say, yeah, hey, I wasn't getting paid, and I wanted to be paid, and I kept asking them to pay me, and they wouldn't, and I couldn't. All it takes is one person, Hank Hill. It just takes one person to say the right words to whoever's they're talking to. All it takes is one person, my man, to unfold the whole storm, dude. Because you know what? You know what the feds aren't dealing with right now is human trafficking. They aren't putting up with an ounce of it, man. Yeah, he's posting a lot of videos. Yeah. Okay, we are not seeing David again. Yeah, but what if there's not documents signed here, you know? Yeah, one of my sources saw them shredding papers, man. They are shredding papers right now. You dang skippy they are. They are trying to hide all evidence of their crimes. Yes, they are. They are trying to hide all evidence. You think they want as much? That's true, Team Cook. They're shredding papers down at the new mansion in Florida. They had a truck out there. They had a truck out there and they're shredding tons and tons of papers. I'm with you too, Thor. When you join a charity, it's kind of hard to prove labor laws. But when you go to a charity under a false narrative, right, Thor, and you're promised something and then you're not given that on the inside, that is indeed, it's considered trafficking. It's deceptive. It's deceptive trafficking, basically, dude. It's the way they say, oh, well, this person does this for me. Like, some of these people are trafficked in there, man. They just don't know it. They just don't know it. Because they've been led to believe that there's something greater there. Yeah, welfare fraud amongst many. Yep. You know, Michael Perry, and I think he probably could, man. I think a lot of people probably could, but these people got to be ready to stand up against them. And you know, there are survivors out there that I talk to off channel. Some of them I haven't spoken to in a while, and if you're out there watching, thumbs up. I hope you're doing good. It's you know, Hank Hill, I don't think she wants anything to do with David. That was a one and done deal for her, man. Next, okay. Okay, cool. Nice. I just got a letter from my VA rep. I'm gonna get rated on some other disabilities. Nice. Where are we going here? Yeah, even food and shelter. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Whether the spiritual promises were met. Well, even that, but their overall well-being. If their overall well-being was met, you know? Their health, their concerns. I'm with you, Thor. I back you up on everything you're saying, man. I trust everything you say, dude. I'm with you too, dude. I look at both sides of it. I want to play both sides just to see what we come up with too, you know? And that's kind of what we do here, is like play both sides to see, you know. Kennedy Miller, I urge everybody to stay away from him, especially now. Don't anybody go near him. Nope. Don't even think about going near him. You guys, we've done our damage here, man. We've done it here. We don't need to go near him. Social media. The interview I was listening to today from a Scientologist, he hit it on the spot, man. Yeah, cults exploit these things, but Thor, he's going to federal court now, brother. He ain't going to some civil trial, dude. This is a federal court, man. He's going to sit there, and you know what? And it's a woman judge, too, dude. It's a woman judge. It's not a man, it's a woman. I would love to see David try to, like, act smarter than a federal judge. Yeah, I'm trying to get it too, Michael. It's a man. Fighting with the VA is like fighting with David E. Taylor. It's worse than fighting than David. It's like I put it on the same level. Yeah, David will buckle under the pressure of female authority. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Oh yeah, Kenny Mueller. I urge everybody stay away, man. Do not go near these people. Yep, he better show some respect to that judge, man, because you know what a federal judge isn't gonna put up with? Anything. Not from David, especially. Not from some guy coming in there trying to act smarter than her. Yep, Lord Pender, hell, Lord Pender in the house. Yep, feisty female judge. I hope she is feisty, man. I hope the judge sees some of these videos. I hope the judge sees some of the content that David has put out throughout the last couple years through this lawsuit. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Some of these people might be able to cut a deal, be like, yeah, you want to know what's going on here? We'll tell you everything. What if there's somebody already inside that already's got a plan, has been waiting on this? What if there's somebody already inside, be like, yep, I'm ready to talk. What you guys want to know? Pick me right here. I'll talk. Right here. I'll go. Talk to me right here. I'm ready. I would like to think that there's somebody in there that's ready. I would like to think that there is somebody in there that's sitting back saying, yes, I'm ready to end this. How can I get out? Talk to me. This might be the chance, if anybody's paying attention from that cult, this might be your chance to get out now. It really would. It would be your safest chance to get out too, now that there's a federal judge involved. Because if he tried to do anything to you, I mean, now you could just report him for abuse and stuff. Because again, this is an abusive cult, and you guys, you want to see him go down, you got to report the abuse. That's how it will all stop in the end too. But also, we'll get. I would like to think that this judge is going to start looking at the IRS forms. Yeah, like that NDA. Smash that like button. Y'all get in here too. Good to see y'all this morning. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow night. This update. I want to give a big shout out to the subscriber who helped with the purchase of the tower. Thank you. Starting tomorrow, new content, guys. We're gonna start doing like full on. We're gonna start breaking these cults down, man, reaction style. Okay, it's gonna be like a news channel pretty much at this point. We're gonna start going after Catherine Crick. All right. We're gonna start dissecting some of these other cults out there. I'm even looking at Scientology, man. Scientology is a joke. I keep seeing interviews about Scientology, and social media is pretty much destroying Scientology. Scientology is losing members, and people aren't going anymore. Scientology is going down. It really is. They might have all these properties. David Miscavige hasn't been seen in who knows how long. Yeah, right, Team Cook? Female judge retribution. Yep, female judge, man. Female judge. Man, I love it. I love that it's a female judge. When I was read it as a female, I was like, yeah, man. Eat it, David. Take it. This judge, David. Man. Chuck Wood, where the lawsuits filed, the company's down in Florida. Someone who knows what's going down and will come forward. Yeah, somebody's going to come forward. Guarantee somebody will come forward. All it takes is one person, you guys. All it takes is one person to say the right thing. They don't even got to say the right thing. All they need to do is slip up. Oh, man. Yeah, that judge is going to eat him up. David, that judge is going to tear you up, man. Well, I think they're pushing, Chuck Wood, this is just what I think. And I could be way wrong. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle's not a pawn. No, Michelle's the queen. The queen does anything, right? Right? The king can only move one way. But the queen, she owns the board, right? Think of Michelle as the queen on the chessboard, man. She's not a pawn. Michelle's the queen and she owns the board, man. Nope, David Miscavige's wife hasn't been seen either. Nope, she's been gone for like a year now or something like that. Quite a while. Coming up like a year, dude. Chuck Wood, I think it's federal because of how much money it is, dude. And that it's a church that they're suing. I think that's why it's federal. They're going to take... I mean, David is absolutely dumb for taking this to federal court. Again, David, you said you had billions of dollars through the pandemic? Dude, and you couldn't pay your bill, bro. David, you couldn't pay your bill. That's why you're probably sitting there just not knowing what to do with yourself, man. Probably not knowing what to do with yourself. That's exactly where David is. He's probably like, oh, man. What do you guys think with this whole stage idea, right? This is kind of what we were talking about this morning when we started. And I'm just going to run for a bit. I don't even know why I'm running the live. I just want to talk about how this lawsuit is basically the Convoy of Miracles, the Amway Arena, the Cancer Crusade, but he's also got to convert the trucks over. Right, Chuck Wood? Oh, that would be so awesome. Oh, man. Right? Oh, man. Well, and it says in the suit, and people. Okay, and people. It says Kingdom of God Global Church, JMMI, and people. So it's going to include the people of the church. When it says etal, it says etal, like ETAL, it means and people. What it says on the lawsuit is Movie Prop Rentals LLC and people, which means the people of the company are suing them. The encompassing people. So say you got the people who worked on the job are suing him, right? The contractors, the laborers. David thought he was going to float this bill and like get away with it. David signed a contract. The company's going to hold the contract up to the federal judge, be like, Your Honor, they signed this contract for this right here, and they haven't paid their bill. $2.2 million is what the invoice is right now. That's not counting storage fees. We can add up those storage fees to date. Once we get those numbers, we can go ahead and add it to this. But right now, as of now, Your Honor, they owe them $2.2 million. Why haven't they paid? Oh, well, the pandemic and this and that. And no, Mr. Taylor, the pandemic's over. You've been buying all these properties. Why haven't you paid your bill? You've been able to buy properties and pull loans. You pulled a $4.5 million loan from a loan shark. Why didn't you use that money to pay off your stage? Questionable, right? I get it that you're a church, but Mr. Taylor, you still signed this contract saying you were going to pay this invoice, and you haven't paid these people. You signed this. Your church signed this. Whoever signed this. Yes, it is. And people. When it's etal, it's like, when you look at it, look up ETAL on the internet, on Google, and it tells you when it's etal, it's the people. So it's going to be the people of the church. Everybody's getting sued in this. They really are. The people of the church are getting sued by the people of that company, basically is how it works out. Movie Prop Rentals and the people, the encompassing people of the company, are suing KOGGC and JMMI and the encompassing people of the churches. Yes, that's it. Exactly it, Cat Mom. Yep. The encompassing people of that company. So not just suing David, he's suing everybody. Suing everybody. He's going after everybody. And people. That's what that means. It's like cohorts of the group kind of thing. Whoever is of that company and of that group is going to be in the lawsuit, basically. That's what I'm saying. For anybody that's in this cult, get out. Yep. Yes, that encompasses all. It encompasses all. Oh, Miss Cabbage has been gone since 2007. Okay, so she's been gone for a long time. Okay. Kennedy Mueller. See, but Kennedy Mueller, Dion, he came out in an interview and said that he saw David put his hands on her. I don't think Michelle's in any control. I think at the end of the day, Michelle is David's going to flush her first chance he gets. He really is. David's going to flush her, man. David doesn't care. David doesn't care. This scam is ending, you guys. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up here. We've been on for almost 2 hours now. But again, this scam is ending. So this is what he has to make up for. Closing up. Okay, so now that this lawsuit's come up, okay, David, this is what you have to unlie to all the people that have given you deposits. You have to untwist this now, okay? So what you got to tell everybody is why the Convoy of Miracles isn't happening anymore, okay? You got to go tell everybody why the trucks aren't being converted. You got to tell them why the stage isn't being finished. You got to tell them why you bought all the houses, why the stage isn't finished because you bought all the houses. David, you have a lot on your plate. Yeah, he'll flush Michelle again too. I would like to think if Michelle gets behind another deposition though, she will be like, no, I'll tell you everything you want to know about David. Just throw me a deal. I could see Michelle really cowering down in a deposition. I really could. If the right person is deposing Michelle, I could see her cowering down and be like, yeah, I'll tell you everything you want to know. I just don't want to go to jail. Mental incompetency, okay. True. Okay. Yep, he'll flush Michelle again. He doesn't care. He will. He'll flush Michelle again in a heartbeat. Michelle, she's already been flushed once. If there's any of David's cult members in here, we're talking about David. If you're watching, get out now. Now is the time for you guys to get out. He's probably acting really erratic. Axe Apostle. Axe Apostle. Yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go close it up there. Have a great day. But so yeah, David, you gotta come up with lies about the trucks, the Amway arena, all this stuff, David. And what's really cool, David, is there's actually more members. There's more people on my chat this morning than you're live. So keep that in mind, David. And starting tomorrow, David, tomorrow night, everybody, new setup in the studio. We're gonna do a reaction of David's deposition. We're gonna start day one for everybody, man. Start day one for me, for you. So bring your popcorn, bring your candy, drinks, whatever. We're going to start day one tomorrow, and we're going to go full bore, and we're going to start revamping David's cult and his lies and his deposition, and we're going to start putting in all the pieces back. That way, if there's anybody out there watching that wants to know what's been going on the last 15, 20 years, well, we've been out here telling you guys. So, nope. Michelle's hiding too, dude. Michelle is hiding. What do you mean, Kennedy? I hope you're right, but I don't think so. What is it, Kennedy? I think she'll say Axe Apostle. Yeah, I just want to see it stop, Kennedy. That's all, man. He's got to answer, man. I would like everybody get involved with the tax fraud. Again, closing, let's get the tax fraud sent in to the IRS. Now would be the time to do it, because if it's a federal case, they're going to start pulling tax ID numbers. And I would like to think that maybe there's a flag in the system somewhere that's saying, hey, this guy's been having fraud filed against him for the last year, and nobody said anything about it. Can we go ahead and maybe do an audit on him now? Since we got him, since we have him here now, and we know where he's at, we know what he's doing, let's go ahead and pull all of his books and all of his paperwork, and let's go ahead and run an audit on this guy and see what's been going on with all his numbers. That's what I would hope. You guys, this could go a lot of different ways, man. It really could. David could get off scot-free. He might walk. We don't know. We don't know. But I'm very optimistic about it. I really am. I'm very optimistic about the process, that it is indeed working somehow. But I think we still have a bit of a ways to go. So let's get the forms sent out. And let's keep the foot on him. I know some people can't send them out, and I get it. But I will continue to send them out. I'm not going to stop. That's part of the deal, what I started with the channel. Was I was going to send them out. So with that being said, man, y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. And David, this is over, dude. You got it. You have to cover all these lies now, dude. You got for your whole convoy scam, stage, arena, whatever you're going to do with those trucks. Dude, you have a lot of answering to do. You have some specific questions to answer, and they better be accurate about the money you've been spending from the donors, David. Bad David E. Taylor.